qualifying here at the Red Bull Ring in Austria. Only 7 of us today due to people being abducted by aliens. It's the only explanation we can give. So Platt, two pole positions in the first 2 rounds, looking to make it a third. Howling, despite the fact he feels like absolute death, he's still going to put a lap in just so he can go into 7th place. Well, 7th place would be a worst. If he can actually pull a lap off, if he can somehow just for 1 lap ignore all his problems and just get a lap in, you never know, he might get onto the front row if he's lucky enough. Sire should have been race winner from last week. Was a victim of many things, and Jack's got the cup and a massive tank slapper and stayed on the bike. Good job there. Finley had a poor Estoril. He no longer has a teammate. He's alone in LCR Honda, but Honda is a full-on team, so he's still got 2 teammates in Nelson and Howling. So they'll be working. All 3 will be working together to try and improve that Honda, find the right settings to make that bike better, to try and stop this man on the Pramac Ducati. So we will go on board with Platt on this lap. I hope you enjoy the sound of his V4 Ducati. A 126.2 is the opening lap of this session. That might already be enough for pole position, to be honest, because it's a very clean lap. A little bit of margins that can be made in that lap, I thought. Just not, there weren't any mistakes, just things can be done a little bit better. 1.4 seconds to gap. VTR crosses the line and goes into 2nd place. Sire now, he's approaching it's going to be the 3rd sector. Into the final sector. Just 2 corners. Usually this sector is the Yamaha sector. We've seen Rossi, Vignalas, Quattararo and Morbidelli all be strong here over the years. So across the line, goes into 2nd place. VTO with a red sector 1 before invalidating. Craig and Howling on their opening laps, as Craig has gone down at turn 5. Howling should make it there by the time the yellow flags have disappeared. As we now go into turn 5 now with Howling hard on the brakes. Usually Howling is a bit sideways on the brakes, but I think due to his condition, he's not got the ability to do that. As now we go into the left hand, and the Honda making all kinds of horrible shapes. As now we go into the final left, a massive wheelie as well. That Honda looks so uncomfortable to ride. As we now rise up the hill, sideways on into penultimate corner. There we go, that's more like it. And into the final corner. Craig goes 14th with a really disappointing lap, probably due because of his crash. Howling goes into 4th, 3 seconds off the pace, but he's got a lap in the bag. That's all that matters. Finley with a pretty poor last sector by the looks of it, at least the last corner anyway. Not getting the full flow. Crossed the line and he goes 5th. Jack was on a lap, but he's invalidated it. And I think he regrets now, because I think he wanted to go in the pits there, but he's realised he can't, so he's going to have to go again. And he's invalidated, so he might as well just box on this lap. And he practices the long lap, which he's failed. Sire goes down at turn 1, just out of shot there. Finley loses the front at turn 4. That and turn 5 are the two favourite crashing spots I've noticed in these 2 qualifying sessions we've had. Turn 4 very easy if you just enter the corner, because you're hard on the brakes all the way into the corner. As soon as you let the front go, sometimes the front just has a bit too much load and goes, or it's when you start to put the gas on and you take the load off because the front is not in a good enough condition, just goes away because it's too light. So it's a bit you need. That's where your setup on the front forks and oil will come in handy, because if your springs are too soft, that is a problem you're going to have. Too hard and you're going to have a lot of trouble over this section, all these bumps, so you need a good compromise. And Finley goes into the box, doesn't do where one of the riders did and take the wrong pit exit. So you can VTL for a second go around. I think this is his second run into turn 1, hard on the brakes, tipping into turn 1. We saw him do a red sector 1 on his second flying lap before invalidating. Hard on the brakes into the chicane. Nicely done through there and there, but he's ran wide, he's got over the curb. That's just about saved him. It's a personal best sector 1. Hard on the brakes into turn 4. Be careful not to lose the front, don't hit the curb. He's gone a little bit wide though, but that's okay. Full gas down the hill, using that Suzuki power that it has over the Yamaha. Hard onto the brakes. Can he? People don't. People like. Seems like most of them like to do inline braking. Oh, on the rear, spinning a lot there through the right-hander, and now into the lefts. These sections where the Suzuki should be strong. Long sweeping corners. High speed for inline falls, especially the last sector. Now we change direction. This should be improved sector 3, you'd think, under that bridge, and it's not. Into the final sector, nails that corner very well, and now into the final corner. He's missed the apex just a little bit there, but he's ended up with the perfect line on the exit. So he could probably run a bit more corner speed if he nailed the corner. It's Platt in the red sector 1. He's on another flyer. Let's see what his sector 2 time is. 11 minutes to go, so we're nearly halfway through the session. It's another red sector. Here we go into the first left, taking it very tight, running a little bit wide, making a V of the corner, because that's what the Ducati needs to do. He can't really do those long sweeping corners like the inline falls can. On the gas now, change direction, just missed the curb. Set the bike up as early as possible, missing that curb as well, over the hill, braking hard. Into the penultimate corner, hug the curb just as much as possible. Run a little bit wide there, and now into the final corner, trying to hit this curb as well. That is perfect. Up to the line, this could be a 25. It is a 25.8. Howling is on a improved lap. Well, this is one corner I was expecting to be sideways at, but it seems like not many people want to go sideways into here. He's done that corner a lot better anyway. Got it stopped a lot quicker and in a lot better shape. Now we saw him have a massive moment as he changed direction, which it was very easy to do on this game. Unfortunately there, he's actually changed direction quite slow there, probably just braking a little bit too early, too upright. Oh, that's good. Oh, and that's his lap gone. just hit the triangle there, and that is that's his lap gone. Shame, I bet he was up by over a second there by the looks of that lap. Into turn 9. Turn 9, sorry, that's turn 10 now. Oh, he's got on the green, he's got on the horrible part of the green there, and he's down and out for this lap. Can he, and he can't be able to return to the pits, but can he get away with an invalid, second invalid lap and go again? Let's see. Yes, he can. He's got lucky there. Here we go. Let's go again into turn 1. Nicely done there. Sit the bike up early. He can take a lot more corner speed through there with all the room in the world he left towards the left-hand side curve. Hard on the brakes. Oh, he's outbraked himself there, but he's just about got it stopped over the curb. Now rising up the hill. It's an improved sector 1. Hard on the brakes once again. A lot slower approach compared to last year. Try and miss the curb, but get as close to it as possible. Right advice. Down the hill. The bike's running a lot there. It's the Honda. Now into the hard braking zone of turn 5. Can Howling get it stopped again? Yes, he can. He's got it turned. He's missed the apex quite a bit there because you need an early apex for this corner. But he's back on line through turn 6. The wheel's just spinning. This is to. I've lost count what corner I'm at now. This is turn 7. Don't invalidate this time. And then this is turn 8. Changing direction now for turn 9. This is going to be a good lap. Craig is on a lap as well. Let's go find Craig. Here he comes across the line, and he's going to go into 4th position. And Finley, whilst we haven't been paying attention on his fellow Honda rider, has moved up into 5th place. But here comes Howling. Where is he going to go? Back into 4th. Good luck by Howling considering his state. And Jack is out for another run. Yet to set a lap time. I think this run he just needs to make sure he does a lap time as he nearly goes into the back of Craig. That must have scared Craig quite a bit there. If we go down the hill towards turn 5, this straight just seems to be a bit of a problem with wheeling as you rise over the hill and then drop down the hill. Oh, Craig's gone all stop rack, and the rear did not like that. It landed, the front swung round, and he was down. And Finley's improving, Howling's improving, VTR's improving. They're all improving right now. Howling is furthest up on track. He's done a little bit of a wheelie there out of turn 5 through turn 6. The rear spinning and the timer's gone. Here comes Finley. Taking a nice line there through turn 5. Probably could take a little bit more corner speed there if he got it just a little bit more confidence on the front. Through now the left-handers, VTR improving as well. Oh, Finley having moments on the front like Howling did all those laps ago. And he's going to let he's got to let VTR through. It was a bit scary, a bit close, but it's all good. VTR now change the direction. Oh, that's not gone well. Now we go up the hill. Hard on the brakes, over the bumps. We saw him nail this sector last time. Apart from the last corner, he just needs to turn in a little bit earlier. Like that. And here we go. Up to the line. It's going to be not an improvement. And Platt's gone down at the first left. Sorry, the second left. Platt pushing too much. Jack now just needs to get a lap in. Just this run, he just get a banker lap in, then he can start pushing in the. He's got that thing where the front just won't turn in sometimes. If you brake a bit wrong at the wrong lean angle, the bike simply will not turn in. It will take forever. Which also might depend on how you have your bike set up as well, because some things you can change could depend how well the bike turns in. Into the final sector now for the Suzuki. Oh, he's gone over the bumps and the front has just, it's had too much load and it's gone. I'm starting to think maybe Jack's got a bit too soft on the front, perhaps, because he's really struggling over these bumps and he goes back into the box. He's going to get pretty much one go at this, maybe two, but it's not an ideal situation for him. Saya improves sector 1. The champion needs to do a lap here. He needs to, well, if he can get onto pole position, well, I think if he can stay in second, that'll be enough, and he needs to attack Platt straight from the off. I think he's braked a little way too early. I think this lap's gone for him. Yep, lap's gone. You had to say that, didn't you? Jack, what game did you like most playing over the racing games? GTA, Golf with Friends, Among Us, anything that's fun with a lot of people. Saya now looking to improve again. Because I know the correct way, but I like to pronounce the English way. So Saya it's invalidated. Well done. Disappointing start to his lap. Finley improving. He's got his brother behind him on an out lap. Jack is desperate. He needs to. Well, he's got a lap under the board now. It is a 1:47. I'm sure if he can just cross the line, he'll improve that a lot. Right. The Honda does not like this change direction here. We've seen it with Howland, we've seen it with Finley, and he's managed to get through this corner nicely. So now we're going to the final left-hander of the circuit through turn 8. Now with this difficult change direction through turn 9, the bike wheels just a little bit. That can cause some problems. It's not caused Finley any problems. Over the hill, hard on the brakes for the penultimate corner, over the white line. That Honda just doesn't seem to want to turn in. Out the final corner, using the ride height device, he comes across the line. He remains 6th. Needs to find 0.2 of a second. Oh, and he's tried to do it, scrub some speed off, going sideways. But unfortunately, he's caused the bike to go really wide and off the circuit. Right, here comes Jack into the chicane, taking a lot of speed, using that Suzuki's turning abilities to its advantage. This is surely going to be personal best sector 1. Yes, it is. Here we go. Into turn 4. Hard on the brakes. Tipping it in now. Firing it out. Wii tennis. Wii tennis is the only tennis I like. So here we go. Down the hill. Into turn 5. Hard on the brakes. So it was crashed. Beautifully done by Jack there. The exit was a bit bad though. The entry was perfect, but I think he might have just taken a little bit too much entry speed. As now we go into turn. Oh, when he's. Oh. I do fear his springs are too soft. Because the amount of times he's tipped into a corner and the front's just folded. His teammate, meanwhile, VTL crosses the line and he improves and stays in 3rd. Can he produce something on this final lap? No, he can't, as he loses the front straight away into turn 1. Well, that ended quickly. Saya, his lap's gone. He's got one more chance. This Platt, where is he? He's going to get one more go at this. VTR is out. Finley, he's going to get one more go at this now. So his brother Craig is on a lap as well. Here comes Finley to turn 1. Doesn't get it all. Doesn't drift it all the way to the right this time. That Honda, it does not turn into the corners. Into the chicane now. That looks way too fast. Yep. That's his session goal. Craig's messed up the turn 7 and that's his lap gone. Here comes Saya. Platt's gone as well. So it's just Saya and Jack left. Oh no, Platt's got one more go at this. Oh, he's boxed. That's it. Platt's out. So here comes Saya. Can he improve in sector 1? Yes, he can. What about Jack? Yes, he's further up the road. Here we go. And Howland's got to go as well. So we got 3 riders left on a lap. Jack into turn 5. We saw how quick he was here. His bike's just not turned in, but he's got there. A little bit slow and change direction now. Here we go into turn 7, and he's turned it in nicely. firing it out now, coming up to the final left-hander of the circuit. VTR is down and out again. Don't even know how that's possible. And now through up the hill, final two corners, turns 10 and 11, hard on the brakes. Get through this corner, please, for God's sake. Yes, he has, but he's ran wide. One more corner to go. He can't throw this away, surely. He hasn't. He's waited to the last lap. He's done a mog, he crosses the line, and he goes into 4th place. Good salvage job there. Craig doesn't look to be improving. Howling's lap's gone. I don't think this is going to be an improved lap by Craig, but you never know. It's grey sector. It's grey sectors all over the place. Craig, I can't see an improvement. You never know though if he's found something in this 3rd sector. No, maybe can he find something in this last? No, he can't. That front has shaked its head massively. The inline fours have got a problem. So does the Honda. So that's something you need to figure out for tomorrow. So it is a 3rd pole position in a row for Platt. Cyrus 2nd, VTR 3rd for your front row. Jack Berman's 4th. Howling, in 5th, Craig in 6th, and Finley in 7th. So that has been qualifying for Division 1. Hope you enjoyed, and we will see you guys tomorrow for Division 2 and 1's races. Goodbye.